I'm ready to get hurt again. This looks like a mess because it is, but we have, by we I mean I, have decided to take another stab at making this Arduino gauge cluster that I had made before, except we're going to use these little guys, the ESP32 microcontrollers. They have quite a bit faster processing, they've got more memory, they're just better overall. They've got built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, which is really important because that's what we're going to use to get information to this screen. First, I had to kind of relearn how to do all this stuff because I haven't really done it in 5 years. But I kind of started to build out a breadboard with some stuff on it. We'll get to this in a minute. Right now, we've got SV650. Trust me, bro. This is the original Arduino Mega that was the previous gauge cluster. And I've got it wired up right now acting as a simulator of an SV650 for this. I've got it sending tack pulses to that. I've got a couple of buttons here, so I've got a fuel and oil idiot lights going on here. So I don't have these hooked up right now, but I can tell this, basically just simulate the SV650 hooked up to this because I work a lot. And I'm fortunate enough that my job sometimes has some downtime where I can mess with this. So I've got a SV650 simulator so I can play with this and make sure my code's working. As far as the brains of this operation, I don't have the cords plugged in right now, but right here I'm going to have a red and a black lead coming out. Those are going to be a keyed 12 volt and ground. Going through a buck converter that's bringing that 12 volts from the bike down to 5, which would power this rail right here. I'm using that rail to V in and power the ESP32, but I'm also pulled off over here powering a GPS unit. When this thing connects, it's sending information to this, and basically I'm going to pull speed. I can pull any of the GPS information from it, but I'm going to pull speed and have a clock on my gauge, on my output. So mostly just using it for a speed pickup. I've got a couple of transistors over here, although I think those are going to end up being photocouplers before this is all said and done. These are going to be a neutral light sensor, sense the switch. Same thing for fuel and oil. And then this one here, right now, this is not how this is going to end up living because I tried it and it didn't work really well, but I've got a MOSFET here that is taking the TAC input pulses and then dropping that down to 3.3 volts because of the way I've got this set up, and going to a sensor pin on my ESP32. And then I've got I found some code that runs a tachometer. So that's pretty cool. Ultimately, this is going to be a voltage divider that I made with some resistors. I've already put that on there, and the resistors I've got bring it down below 3 volts, which is high enough that it will trigger the pulses, but it won't fry it. This also was kind of grounding out and making the bike not run. I've got a wire pickup on the coil that runs to this. The coil signal wire is my signal for this, and that worked really well on the last one, so I'm hoping it's going to work well on this one. I have not actually hooked up to the bike yet successfully with my next project, but this guy is getting all that information and processing it, and then it's sending it over the Wi-Fi signal through a program that these things have called ESP Now over to this one. This is an ESP32 with a built-in board. So I've got the TFT ESPI library running. I've just got some basic information on here, but this is actually getting Wi-Fi information. I don't know if you can see that. Let's go like this so you can see. Getting Wi-Fi information from this one. This is just powering it, but all the information on here is coming from that ESP32. So I can adjust my knob here for the tachometer pulse input. That's going to be my tack. Go up and down. That number that's changing right there is going to be my gear indicator. I want to make that a bigger font, but it's going to do neutral 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll have a speed over here. I'll have low fuel and low oil pressure lights that pop up here. When those signal, I'll put a clock over here. I've got so much room for activities. I can put whatever I want. This is a 4-inch screen. I'll put links to all the parts and stuff down below. But yeah, we are making some serious progress. I've been working on this for a few weeks now. Keep trying to find time to post a video, but like I said, I've been working like 60, 70 hours a week lately, so it's been really tough to find just a few minutes to put stuff together. We're gonna have my coworkers in the background listening to me talk to a camera. But we are perilously close to trying to actually hook this up to the bike. And then I gotta design and 3D print a mount for this that will attach to my 3D printed front end here. This gauge has worked reasonably well, but I wanted to kind of try my hand at making one of those again, just do something unique and different. But this has all come together really well. I'm happy with this. I'm gonna get this guy laser cut from carbon fiber and aluminum and see which one of those I like better. This fender is cracked down here where it mounts, so we're gonna get a carbon fiber fender. Apologize for the laundry noise back here. But we're making progress on this bike. We're getting it all knocked together. This is the next major project to jump over to get to that. So we'll keep you guys updated as we get some progress on this. But comments, questions down in the doobly-doo below. If you have any suggestions, if you guys are familiar with this kind of stuff, an Arduino or an ESP32, any of this, feel free to shoot me some suggestions down here, and we'll see if we can incorporate them. If they're better than what I got, which they probably are. That's all I got for now. We'll see you guys soon. Trust me, bro.